Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Rambling Bout Wrestling podcast. Welcome to season 2 of the Rambling Bout Wrestling podcast. I'm here. I am your host, still with the most, Nick Pearl. And today we are talking about the new mascot for the Rambling Bout Wrestling podcast, Bray Wyatt. And why is Bray Wyatt such a fitting person to have as the new mascot? I know the first mascot was Roman Reigns. A lot of people didn't know. Kind of looked like he was giving the finger. That's all right. I forgive you all. That was just a picture I found real quick when I was doing it. The second season, we got more thought into it because Bray Wyatt, again, if you don't know, he's my favorite wrestler ever and will always be. Uncle Howdy teasers. Now, for the season 2 trailer, I came out with a Wyatt 6 prediction. And my Wyatt 6 included Uncle Howdy, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Matt Hardy, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman. Those were my Wyatt 6. A week or so after that video came out, this was the other night, Matt Hardy shows up in TNA as Broken Matt.
You gotta be kidding me!
So I don't know how accurate it is anymore. And that's a little upsetting because I was very excited to have Matt Hardy come in as Broken Matt. And it just made sense. He not only was in the Leaders of Worlds with Bray Wyatt, he was also feuding with the B team who had Bo Dallas in it and Curtis Axel, but Bo Dallas. So them coming together would have been cinema, but no. Right now, it's not going to happen. Matt Hardy does say he still is a free agent, so I'm going to have to replace Matt Hardy in this group. Who in WWE right now do you think could be in the Wyatt 6? Let me know right now in the comments on YouTube, in the comments on Instagram. My Wyatt 6, I'm still going to have Liv Morgan in there. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this Monday on Raw, I'm filming this Monday, April 22nd at 10:30 in the morning. Raw is tonight. They're crowning a new women's world champion. They haven't announced all the names for the battle royal that they're crowning it in. When's the last time you had a battle royal for a world title? Makes you think. The Great Khali is the last person I could think of, at least. And he held the belt up upside down. Bit of a disaster, if you're asking me. So instead of having that be a lasting memory, let's have somebody holding the title correctly, the women's world title. You could go with the obvious and Liv Morgan winning, which I would have no issues with. But the second person I have in the Wyatt 6 is Alexa Bliss. And they just so happen to be in her hometown for Raw. Why not have Bliss win? Could Howdy come out, Uncle Howdy come out and help Bliss? Or could Uncle Howdy come out and screw Bliss? Or does he screw Liv? Liv's been going a little wacko lately. I feel like that would be something that would fit in the Wyatt 6. Bliss, she's got her morals. She could be the split personality character that Bray Wyatt was. You could pass it on to her. Maybe the Wyatt 6 isn't an Uncle Howdy group. Maybe Bliss is the true leader and Howdy's the puppet master behind the scenes. And I'll get into that. I will get into that. With Raw tonight being the 5-year anniversary of the Firefly Funhouse, something is 100% happening tonight. And by the time this posts, we'll know if I was right or wrong. And even on the graphic saying there's going to be a new women's world champion, there is just so happens to be a glare on the bottom of the belt, the letter A. Alexa Bliss. Frick. Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss. I'm still going to have Eric Rowan in there. Eric Rowan has pulled out of some independent wrestling obligations that he's had. Eric Rowan will be coming back to WWE. And I think everybody wants to see it. And we could get the Uncle Harper. Remember, when Bray Wyatt first started this whole thing, he trademarked Uncle Howdy and he trademarked Uncle Harper. You got the bad, the nightmares, and then you can have the good things. So maybe Eric Rowan could be Uncle Harper, and he was, Luke Harper's tag team partner. You're going to get Braun Strowman at some point. I don't know if he comes in when he's cleared. I don't know if he comes in while he's out. I don't know how far along he is in his recovery either. I think he had his neck fused. Howdy, Bliss, Liv, Rowan, Strowman. That's your 5 right now. It's the Wyatt 6. Who the hell do you put in that 6th position? I honestly don't know. Could the sixth position be Bray Wyatt? Could Bray Wyatt be the higher power in this group that Uncle Howdy communicates with? And then Howdy's the puppet master controlling the other four. Could be like that. Do they have someone like a Joe Gacy? Do they have someone like a Sean Spears who has similar character quirks like Wyatt did, let's just say? The only reason I'm against these two, they don't have history with Wyatt. I'm looking up on my wall. You could put Randy Orton in. You could put Finn Balor. I'm literally just looking around in my office right now. Finn Balor would make sense. You have the Demon. Instead of the Fiend, you have the Demon. You put either Finn Balor or you put Randy Orton. Orton could be good. Finn Balor could be great. Now, let's talk about what I'm actually working on right now. I have the lantern here, if you can't tell. It's a very nice lantern. It's a little dusty. I guess they had it in the Amazon shop for a little while. Got my lantern. Because I'm going to be making a short film, which is that's also what the trailer was about for the podcast. Not only was it for the season, I am indeed making a new Uncle Howdy video. It's going to be a live action mix of maybe some clips from television. And I have a lantern, so somebody's going to be dressing up. Not saying it's going to be me. I am growing the beard out, so I could pass as one of them. Not that long. I'm just very excited for it. We got a lot of ideas rolling. I have purchased an Uncle Howdy mask off of Amazon. I don't know how good a quality it is. I did purchase it. It's coming from China. We'll see if it actually comes. I got this lantern. I have all other things. I have my Fiend mask upstairs. So just know it's going to be a really freaking cool video once I get it all done. And I'm not just putting my name on it just to say, let's put content out. I genuinely want to do this. So we'll see how it comes out. I'm very excited to share it all with you, and I hope it blows up. Because the last Bray Wyatt video I did got 14,000 views on YouTube. Let's get a little more than that this time, all right? So season 2, episode 1 of the podcast comes to an end. We discussed a lot of things today, and there's always going to be more to come. And even depending on how Raw goes tonight, everything I just said could be changed. So I'll have to change what I think's going to happen. But that's what's so great with the Bray Wyatt storyline. Anything could happen at any time. Thank you so much for listening. I'm glad to be back. We're back to our Tuesday, Friday drops. Gonna have some guests on here. I have some plans cooking in my head. Maybe we get some actual special guests, not just my boys. I'm cooking. We'll see what happens. So thank you all for listening. Let's keep rambling, everybody.